Local shares opened the trading week on the upswing thanks to impressive corporate earnings. We expect this trend to continue for the rest of the week. Let's hear from AB Capital Securities Assistant Vice President Lexter Azurin. Lexter, thank you so much for joining us. Are we going to see this upswing continue until ECQ?
Yes, definitely. Start of the year, everyone's very optimistic with the recovery prospects. Although these past few weeks that has started to dwindle down, the rise of COVID cases, especially the surge in the Delta variant, has been quite unpredictable. So we've seen a lot of volatility in our market. So I guess I would attribute this recent rally, sort of a relief rally in the market in anticipation of the second quarter earnings results, but definitely not a convincing one, especially the value turnover was only about 3 billion pesos, which is one of the lowest we've had as we approach near the ghost month for this week.
All right. You mentioned about ghost month. Usually a lot of investors stay away from the markets during ghost month, which is August. And of course, we'll be taking a look at three stocks. The first one is Globe. It closed today at 1,900 pesos per share, 52-week low at 1,796, 52-week high 2,200. Why do you like this stock?
Yes, well, definitely Globe, I would consider it more on a defensive play, especially with the ongoing pandemic. We expect data-related on its mobile in the home broadband segment has been quite pandemic-proof, and we've seen that in the past few months. And on top of that, dividend yield is quite attractive. Currently at this level, you can expect at least 5.4% dividend yield on this year's earnings and about 5.7% for 2022. And of course, for Globe, we expect some windfall also from the recent successful, capital raising also from GCash. So we expect, the telcos to benefit from this recent, surge in uptick in COVID cases.
What about Aboitiz Power? Closed today at 23 pesos per share. Its 52-week highs, 28 pesos and 60 centavos. 52-week low, 20.50. It's right there in the middle between its high and its lows.
Yes, definitely AP is actually one of our picks in the power sector. It serves as a cheaper alternative to the renewable play. It's only trading at 11 times PE, significantly discounted to its historical means and even its peers. We like it. It's the second largest power generation and as well as distribution. In terms of balance sheet, that's quite healthy, given that dividend yield is quite attractive at around 3.9%. On this year's earnings. Right. And the direction also of the government moving towards a cleaner technology benefits them in a big way. And moving forward, AP has said that they look to achieve about 50% of their total capacity into renewables, currently we still see around 30% upside to its net asset value.
And briefly, LT Group, which is formerly Tanduay Holdings, it's quite cheap. If it's a consumer play, its price earnings ratio is just 5 times.
Yes, that's right. The recent we think that the recent sell-off on this stock is primarily because of speculation that it might be removed from for the next rebalancing, which is scheduled in fact this month. And we actually view this short-term sell-off as an opportunity to accumulate at these levels. And you're right, it's only trading at 4 times PE. It's about 50% discount to its book value, about 2 times, 2 times standard deviation below its historical means. And if you look at its actually business segments, such as tobacco and liquor, relatively it's quite resilient during this pandemic, which is why LTG is one of our picks for this year.
There you go, Lexter Azurin's recommendations: Globe, Aboitiz Power, and LT Group. Thank you so much for joining us on Buy, Sell, Hold.